Former Governor Andrew Cuomo, who resigned in disgrace last August, is using some of the money in his sizable campaign war chest for TV ads.
And one of those ads, Mary Alice, was set to begin running today in television markets across the state, including in Buffalo and right here on Channel 2 and NBC. Our Dave McKinley spoke with analysts about the advertisement and whether it's a kind of a precursor to a Cuomo comeback.
The 30-second ad entitled Politics versus the Law features a brief still image of Cuomo, but not his voice, and is mostly composed of snippets from news broadcasts when several district attorneys announced they were declining to prosecute him for the sexual harassment and abuse claims made by several women. And while the ad appears aimed at convincing viewers Cuomo was therefore exonerated, it fails to mention those prosecutors also said that they found the claims of the women to be credible, but they lacked enough evidence to convince a judge or jury beyond a reasonable doubt that a crime occurred.
Even something he's running in the ad is kind of contradicting what he's trying to say.
Political analyst Ken Crewley, a Democrat, was among those who noted the ad features an editorial where the headline reads "an innocent man," but leaves out the rest of what was said.
There was credible evidence that he had harassed various women. It also makes note of nursing home issues and book deal.
The ad concludes here by saying New Yorkers lost a proven leader. Republican strategist Carl Calabrese suggests there's not a lot of people who seem broken up by that.
His bar is really low in terms of where he stands with New York voters.
He's talking about the latest Siena poll, where 80% of those surveyed believe Cuomo was right to resign, that he is viewed disfavorably by a 2-to-1 margin, and that most polled believe he did harass those women. Still, does the ad mean Cuomo is about to launch a run for office? Not yet, says veteran political strategist Arnie Rothschild, whose firm does polling and produces ads for both Republican and Democratic candidates.
I think what it absolutely means is they're going to poll and see whether they're moving the peg before they determine whether he's going to run.
And this rehabilitative ad, as he calls it, is aimed to help determine if Cuomo's tarnished reputation can be shined enough to see if he is finished politically or not.
The first thing he needs to do is see whether you can preemptively fix those problems, then poll whether you're moving the peg. I don't believe this about, I think he's a very smart political mind. I don't think he's going to jump into a race with the intent of losing.
Already, though, 9 women's organizations are condemning the ad, saying it attempts to cloud the investigations which concluded that Cuomo sexually harassed or engaged in misconduct with multiple women. In his statement, they accuse him of using campaign money to spread misinformation about the credibility of women who, quote, bravely came forward to report his abuses. Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.